Hi, my name is Jasmine Newbold, and I'm here to briefly talk to you about an elementary school counselor, some of their duties, their jobs, their settings, the salary range, the education, the pros and the cons, of course, and also a brief overview of the interview that I did have with an actual elementary school counselor. Um, Right here, I have written, I'll read it off. Counselors ensure that students come to be efficient, well-adjusted adults of every day. The knowledge and the attitudes that students acquire during elementary, career, private, and social development in these primary years serve as the basis for future achievements. Basically, when the students are young in elementary school, this is the years that they're molding and that they're shaping themselves. This is the years that they're gaining their confidence, they're gaining their competence, they're gaining all the life skills. Basically, it's the foundation for their life. Elementary school counselors, they will bring programs into schools. Like, for instance, if there's a lot of bullying going on in the schools, the counselors will put in programs for bullying, and they'll go to individual classrooms and those such things. The elementary school counselor does offer support for staff, students, and parents. They offer a lot of help to the parents. There's times where elementary school counselors might help the parent pay a light bill, or they might help the parent get Wi-Fi so the student can do their homework, or they'll help the parent buy school uniforms just so that the student could come to school in, good, nice looking clothes and be decent. Also, a lot of elementary school counselors programs, they are based off of psychological research. So it's not just, I'm just going to do this and I'm just going to do that. No, it has to be based off some sort of psychology theory or some sort of psychologist, or something that has to do with psychology of kids. What else? Most counselors earn a median salary of $55,000, but that was according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics in 2017. A lot of times they are on a contract, so it's not like just a 9-to-5 job. No, it's a contract job. The educational requirements, most of the time, you have to have a master's degree. And this is not just for Georgia, this is for every state. But in the state of Georgia, you can either have a certification for counseling, or you can have a license to practice psychology. Anything that has to do with psychology, 9 times out of 10, you kind of have your foot in the door to work as an elementary school counselor. Also for Georgia, you do have to pass the GACE content knowledge assessment, and there is a GACE test for elementary school counseling. Okay, some of the pros and cons. This is where I'll talk about the interview as well. The pros are, of course, the feedback. Jocelyn, I had the opportunity to interview Jocelyn Ty. She's an elementary school counselor at Martha Rawls Smith Elementary. It's in Jessup, Georgia. She gets positive feedback from her school. Some of the students come up to her and tell her, I never have anyone listen to me. You're always listening to me. Even the parents come and tell her how much of a good job she's doing. Her programs that she implements are very helpful, not only to the students, but also the teachers as well. She said every time she goes to a classroom, a teacher is giving her positive feedback saying, wow, you taught me something that I didn't even know. Also, she talked about how it's a passion for her to help people and it's in her heart. She also spoke about how, sorry, I'm reading it off the thing. She also talks about how the pros definitely outweigh the cons. Now, the cons are a lot of elementary counselors have a hard time finding a job. There's not many positions. Well, there are many positions, but with budget cutbacks, there's not very many positions that are very well paid for the amount of education that they went through. Also, a lot of counselors deal with parents. A lot of parents who don't agree with what they're saying, or a lot of parents want to be blind to what this child is going through. Also, school counselors have a hard time getting the resources that they need to be successful. Due to budget cuts and a lot of money being taken out of education in the U.S., they have to kind of find things that are free to them, or find sponsors or anything that will help them in the long run, or anything that can just allow them to do more and advocate for the students and the parents and the teachers, but at a low cost, or no cost at all. So that is one hard thing about being a school counselor. That is definitely a con. Okay, my personal interest, I forgot about this part. I really do enjoy listening to people's feelings. I really do enjoy helping people out any way possible, and I love looking at research-based psychology methods in order to help students. I'm a firm believer of having a soft heart and being nice and open to people, so a lot of times I give people the benefit of the doubt, or I'll try to investigate on why they feel like this, or is there something that I can do, or I'm just that type of person. I have the biggest heart in the world, so I really want to care for my students. I really want to hear how my students are doing. I really want to know if they're okay. Like, that's a really big part of me. And according to my career test, I'm very intuitive, and I do stuff based off of the feelings or the signs of things. So if I see signs of depression in a student, I'm definitely gonna, either implement a program about depression and mental health awareness, or I'm gonna come and talk to the parent, or maybe talk to the student. Whatever proper protocol is, I'm sure that I'll learn that in grad school, but whatever the proper protocol is, that's definitely something that I would do. All right, so that's all for elementary school counseling. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you.